And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Texas Rangers. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. On the hill and coming off a great start, Cody Bradford. And Ziggy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Throws to second. In there. That's a double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. And that one popped to short. Seager drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. One away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Alec Bohm.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. That misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
And there's a foul ball. And the pitch.
Hey.
Stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-2. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Hit in the air, right field. Garcia makes the catch, and that'll do it. One left for Philadelphia, and now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Arenado to first in time. That takes care of Connor Falefa.
Batting second.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Brandon Marsh.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the air, right field. Castellanos moves on it. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Corey Seager. Ball 1, no strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first.
Makes the catch, inning over. Top of the second, Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Number 8, Nick
Castellanos, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. This one in the air. Seager hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Max Kepler in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Kepler matched a homer in his last game.
1-1.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One out, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Higashioka up with it to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt.
Nice grab. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Jake Berger. Nice curveball for a strike.
0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Josh Young. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That's off the inside corner, and now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. That one missed. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Kyle Higashioka in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Buxton sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll move to the welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Stop.
Bradford back to work. Strike 1. And a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
JT Real Muto stands in now and watches strike 1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. And there's a ball.
2 strikes. Ball that's outside.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Did not go. Stop. Stands at second with no outs. Ground ball left side and foul ball. And down on strikes he goes, and one away.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Turner batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Fought off foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Swing and a ground ball. Simeon toss over to first. Harper retired. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
For the Rangers, the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1's the count.
Sliced hard but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And now Wyatt Langford. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Breaking ball misses down and away. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Marcus Simeon in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Turner with the throw to first. And Simeon is out. Rangers go down in order. 9 straight retired here. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Alec Bohm. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here's Nolan Arenado.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
This one in the air, center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's 0 for 1. Liner, and this could be trouble. Here comes Bohm around third. He'll score.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball is outside.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
That one finds the corner, and the count is 1-1. In the air on the infield, Seager puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The center fielder,
Here's Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1.
Buxton.
Little chopper rolls foul. Buxton with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Phillies with the run-scoring double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Designated hitter, Isaiah Tiger.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike one.
1-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Stott over to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Up next for the Rangers, Brandon Marsh. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Strike one. The Rangers trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Buxton settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Real Muto stands in now and watches strike 1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
And now 1 and 2.
Strikes.
Grounds one to short. Slings to first, and Real Muto is out. Trey Turner now 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first.
Trey Turner.
Tap foul at the plate. Turner in his 10th season, 31 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. In the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. And that is that. Back in Arlington. And the batter now, Jake
the
Burger.
first baseman, Jake Burger.
First
Ball
offering
one, no
in the
strike.
dirt. Outside with a breaking ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2, count.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's
The third
frustrated that he
baseman,
wasn't
number
able to do
6,
anything with that
Young.
pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Young batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Foul ball there. The Rangers yet to pick up a hit here. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. And that one hammered way back there. It bangs off the wall. Now he turns and heads for second, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Man, that was a pretty good battle to play, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Fielder, Adolis.
And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. We're tied at 1. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Balls, 2 strikes.
Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball.
Close but called a ball.
1 ball, 2
1
strikes,
and 2 to count. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second, 2 on and 2 out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't all.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. It's gone over the left field wall. And they lead it. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. This one in the air right field. Castellanos moves on it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 3-run shot for Texas this inning. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Harper.
Bradford back to work. Inside, 1-0.
Well, these Phillies definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
The batter, the designated
and now
hitter,
it's Alec Bohm.
Bohm.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 out. Space is empty. Nolan Arenado stands in for the Phillies. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that skips in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. And they get Arenado for the out.
Now pitching for
back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tanner Banks.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Brandon
Marsh. The leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Seager.
In the dirt. Marsh on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Tag. Out. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Well, that's just a good baseball play right there. I mean, pretty good jump off the pitcher, I'd say, and good catch and throw by the catcher. And I think if you did that 10 times, half the time the guy might be safe. The other half, probably out.
So Sieg suffers the strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
The lefty, the 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're through 6 full. It's the Rangers 4 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jacob Webb. He's pitching on 2 days rest. First off, ringing for a strike to Castellanos.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Robert Garcia preparing to come on if needed. Milner getting cranked up as well. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Byron Buxton stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The Rangers leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Phillies go down quiet.
Now
we're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Ross.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Young in the box again. Takes a strike. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Now at the plate, Kyle Higashioka. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's down and away.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. 2 down, base is empty, and now it's going to be Adolis Garcia. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford, 1 for 2. First offering, and it just misses. That clips the corner. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for Texas as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Garcia.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better.
62.
Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Garcia.
Stop.
Nope,
Up to hit
that's
for the
inside.
third time as he lays off inside, ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Chris Martin getting ready to go. Popped up. Dunks one into left. Here comes Real Muto. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1. Garcia in his third season, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. There's a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Ball.
Outside low. Ball one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Goes down looking. Here's Turner now. 1 for 3. That one's
Ball one.
upstairs. Ball one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Marsh sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 3 in this one. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That's off the mark. And 1-1.
Got to keep things
1-1.
airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that
Ball
one is inside. And that
3 balls,
just
2
misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And that's
Ball
too high,
4.
ball
Take your
4.
bait.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Not what he wanted to
Now
do there,
batting,
Boog. That keeps
designated
this
hitter,
inning alive
Alex
and gives this offense a
Boog.
good chance to cut into their deficit.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make. And here comes Alec Bohm. Fouled off. He was late. The tying run at the plate. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Next
1
offering
ball,
upstairs.
2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That misses
Inside
the
ball.
zone, and the count is even, 2-2. Lifted in the air, out to left. And that's the 3rd out. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8.
Now pitching for the
Back
Phillies.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the
50.
bottom of the 8th. Orion Kirkering.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in
Count 1-0.
trouble because of free passes.
Simeon, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering
ball
misses
2.
down and away.
2-1.
Went with the sweeper for the strike. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Boots it. Man at first. And now Brandon Marsh. Not
Ball
close
one, no
with that
strike.
one. And that is ball one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he boots it. Coming home. One run is in.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
One away with a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one pushed foul. Swing and a drive deep right field. That one's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Runner from third comes across. In there safely.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Castellanos has a beat on it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 7-1. Next up for Texas, Josh Young. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-2.
Got him looking. Inning over. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Nick Castellanos.
So a man at first. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. And that one clips the corner. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Center field. Marsh moves under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Last chance for the Phillies. Byron Buxton now at the plate. That one hammered left field. That's back. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers even this series up at a game apiece.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Yeah, it was a huge disappointment. Just never came up with clutch hits. It's just like really the whole shame of it all. Bohm did continue his hit streak, so that's kind of cool. And Stott is kind of like red hot. Wheeler wasn't pitching the best, so I basically got him out of there when I could. He did So 7 strikeouts. That's really good. But I didn't want him to give up a huge allotment of runs, so just no sense to keep him in the game. And their pitching did a fantastic job. So, yeah. And that's the game. So until next time, this is David B69. I'm out. Have a great day. Peace.